out of the house, leaving 14 women for the final. But Angus, you and I reviewed the portfolios of our finalists, and we declared a state of she-emergency. There was not enough hotness. So we staged a 48-hour flash poll among the 15 castaways, and we now have the results. But before we reveal them, Angus, is there anything you want these women who are about to leave for good, to know?
Pack your bags and get your asses home. They weren't cut out for the competition.
Thank you so much for that. Now, we're going to start with the last place contestant and work our way to the top. In last place, well, first let me say we received a total of 1,809 votes during the 48-hour period. Top model fans are serious about this. They were out campaigning, they were tweeting, they were Facebooking. We respect all your efforts, but still, just gotta go. Now, in 15th place is a woman who only received 22 votes. It's France's Lisa Angel.
I mean, we made it clear what the issue was. The hair was dull, the styling was dull, everything was just dull, dull, dull. And if you don't sparkle on stage, you can't rise to the top.
I totally agree. This was much more housewife than high fashion. It's fine to, to be a mother, to have kids, to clean the house, but you gotta clean up your face too. I'm sorry, Lisa, you will not be Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. In 14th place, it's Serbia's Bojana Stamanov. Angus, she sings Beauty Never Lies. Did our readers tell the truth?
I just think Bojana was kind of trying to rock kaftan realness, and unfortunately it comes across kind of like you're wearing a bag on stage. Like, there is a way to shape yourself to kind of own the runway, and I don't think Bojana really did that.
Absolutely. On stage, she really shines. She's a very beautiful woman. I liked her outfit at Eurovision in concert. She was giving a salmon, glitter, fishy realness, but I think some of her other looks have just been, as you say, too kaftan, not mainstream enough to work the runway. I'm sorry, Bojana, you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. Now, in 13th place is a singer who will be walking along, but she will not be walking along the runway. It's Trencha from the Netherlands. Angus, she only got 50 votes.
I mean, that's just kind of disappointing for her, but I think also she has a huge fan base, to be honest. I mean, she has over 3 decades in the showbiz industry. That is more than enough time to build a fan base in this age of social media to pull it back. I mean, if Madonna can do it, why can't she be a rebel heart?
I completely agree. She was a judge on The Voice, but she wasn't using her voice. She wasn't getting the word out there. The fact is, we saved her from elimination when we could have saved Anita Simoncini, but we chose Trencha. And then she thanks us by doing this. Missed opportunity. I'm sorry, Trencha. You are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. In 12th place is one half of the Czech Republic's Eurovision 2015 act. It's Marta Jandova. Angus, she sings Hope Never Dies, but it just did in this competition. What went wrong?
I think people just didn't want to rock DJ. Sorry, but if you're a rock chick, you have to kind of punk it out on stage.
Totally. Where was that wild woman who would use avant-garde fashion, show tattoos, flash her body? I don't know what's happened. She's really lost herself in this competition. I'm hoping she finds it before the actual Eurovision show. Marta, I'm sorry. You're not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. In 11th place is the UK's Bianca Nicholas. Her song, of course, is Still in Love with You, but our readers are not in love with her.
I think people just want versatility. You can't just stick with a 40s character. You have to be able to show more than just some curls and some, 1948 Vera Drake realness.
Totally. This is a contemporary competition. Edwardian is nice. Swing is nice. But this is 2015. And in that year, you will not be Eurovision's Next Top Model. Sorry, Bianca. Now, in 10th place, giving us some Disney teen pop realness, is Miss Anita Simoncini from San Marino. Angus, why weren't our young readers identifying with this young beauty?
I think she comes from a small republic, and you have to capitalize on everyone you know, and I just feel like that didn't come across. Maybe it was youthful inexperience, but then we have Maria from Iceland and Molly from Ireland, who are both doing really well in the competition. So I don't think you can use youth as an excuse anymore.
Totally agree. I'm sorry, Anita. You are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. In 8th place, no, actually, in 9th place, from Hungary, it's Boggy. She has 87 votes. Now, she's singing the song Wars for Nothing, and it's a bit drab. Beautiful voice, but it's not uplifting. It's kind of depressing. And I think in fashion, we love beautiful things that shine. We like glossy realness. I respect her for giving us, the other side of reality, the fact that there is all this horrible stuff going on, but I'm not sure that fashion is the place to explore it.
I just think it's very plain Jane. Like, she says she wants the song to speak for itself, but we also need to remember you on stage, Boggy. And wearing a plain blue dress is not exactly memorable.
But I must say, if she can get a stylist, I think she has a really bright future in modeling. She's got a fantastic bone structure, some really otherworldly eyes. I wish you the best. But unfortunately, Boggy, you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. Now, in 8th place, and I'm very disappointed to see her go, is Monica from Poland. She was showing us diversity. She was showing us how you overcome adversity. She, of course, was in a car accident in 2006, was left paraplegic, but she has got back up. She is working it, she's doing it, she's singing, her voice is better than ever. And guess what went wrong?
I'm just so disappointed in this. I mean, you look at her ombre, it's the strongest colour they have in the competition this year, so beautifully blended and just effortless. And I just really don't know what went wrong here for Monica. I'm lost.
I'm worried that people are conflating modeling and music. Perhaps her song is not the most exciting one in the competition, but that shouldn't take away from her fierce look, her fierce realness, and the diversity she brought to this competition. In any event, Monica, I'm sorry, you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model. In 7th place, it's Belarus's Maimuna. Now, y'all, I cannot believe she is out of the competition. She worked a snake in her promotional photos. She was in an hourglass rolling in sand with sand coming out of her nose, and she still looked high fashion. I really don't get this. She, to me, was the most editorial girl in the bunch. She has half, Belarusian, half Malian. She's from Mali, or her dad's from Mali. I don't know how you say that, Malian. Beauty. I just don't get this.
I think violins just aren't very high fashion and they're kind of boring. I mean, people don't like geeky, classical, nerdy music players. People like high fashion beauty. And I just think she kind of lost that a little bit. This wasn't really eleganza. This was more like dull and playing a violinza.
I think you have a good point. I think that being beautiful can help you stand out within classical music. Look at Vanessa May. But I don't think it works in reverse. Being good at classical music does not make you a top model. I wish her the best. I'm hoping she can bring fashion to those people in need in the concert hall. Maimuna, you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model. In 6th place, it's a Portuguese princess, Ms. Leonor Andrada. Now, her song isn't most exciting in the competition, but her look really was. I think she had Iberian sexy realness. She was bringing a different flavor. I like her youth, her energy. It's sad to see her in 6th, honestly. I would have expected her to make the final.
This was laid back surfer chic. There was no way she was making the final. I mean, it's too gnarly for anything. You can't deal with it. You can't be that laid back and that's just, I'm going to drift around on the surf. You have to be riding those waves. And I think she kind of fell off and got drowned by them.
It's true. Back in my top model days, it was the quiet girls who always got kicked off the runway. You've got to have a bit of edge. The rocker vibe I saw in her seemed to get watered down over time. Leonor, I'm sorry. You are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. In 5th place is one of Angus's favorite. She is from Germany. She's Miss Anne-Sophie. Angus, did the black smoke just cloud her vision?
I think her chances just went up in smoke, which is so disappointing considering the emotional journey she's been on, but also the amount of looks she can pull off. I mean, great cheekbones, excellent facial bone structure. But again, Germany has a population of like over 80 million. And I think she could easily have harnessed that to power her way to the top if she really wanted to.
Instead, she just got 159 votes, and I'm sorry, in the wild card of Eurovision's Next Top Model, in a competition that this year has gotten 81,000 votes so far, 159 is just not gonna cut it. I'm sorry, Anne-Sophie, you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model. Tschüss bis später. In 4th place, from Slovenia, we have one half of Mareya. It is Marteka. Now, Angus, I can tell you what went wrong here. It's her inability to be high fashion without the headphones. She's a beautiful woman. We love seeing her perform with the headphones. But I think in promotional shots and her portfolio, she really needs to expand her oeuvre. She needs to take those headphones off and let her ears shine.
And I think as well, some of the more avant-garde naked shots in the music video just came across tacky rather than high fashion. And that is a really fine line to play. And the greats get it. I mean, Tyra gets it.
Totally.
Naomi gets it. Totally. All the great supermodels get it. And I just think Marteka did not for whatever reason.
I'm sorry, Marteka. You are not Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. Now, Angus, I have to tell you something. We originally planned to let one woman, one castaway, make it to the top model final, but now we are left with 3 women. Not all of them can go, but I think we need to let 2 ladies back into the final. We need to up the beauty quotient. Do you agree that we should let two women back in the game?
I think it's too hard to choose between our top two today. I mean, I think they've each bring such different talents to the table. It would be unfair to knock one out.
Well, our final three ladies. In third place, we have Latvia's Aminata Savadogo. In second, we have Greece's Maria Elena. And in first, we have Estonia's Alina Born. And it pains me to say this, Angus, but Aminata has to go. She was eliminated. We saved her, I think, in week one. And here she is. And she's managed to climb to third place. But you know, she has less than 200 votes. We've given her a lot of opportunities. I love her Burkina Faso realness. I love her edgy Amazon-inspired staging. But you can only give someone so many chances.
I think it's also unfair to play favourites at this point. I mean, we have seen a lot of our favourite girls fall by the wayside in this competition because they can't bring their A game. They can't bring up, or their W game, we should say. And they just can't bring it enough to survive in the competition.
I totally agree. So it's with a heavy heart that I say goodbye to Ms. Aminata Savadogo. Thank you for all you've done and for all that you will do. But you are not Eurovision's Next Top Model. Now, our first finalist from this group of castaways, a woman who is going to the final of Eurovision's Next Top Model. She's got more than one last breath when it comes to fashion. It's Greece's Maria Yelena Kiriakou. Angus.
Her secret combination isn't a mystery to me. Gorgeous glowing blonde locks, gorgeous piercing eyes, and she also knows how to work fashion, which very few of the girls do. She dresses just incredibly.
I completely agree. She never chooses anything too outlandish. You know, in fashion, you don't have to be avant-garde to make a statement. Sometimes you can be classic, and if it fits your body, if it fits your attitude, it really works. Look at this shot of her. Blue skirt, white dress, a white top, fantastic. Very simple, very Greek, honoring her heritage. And I love that she can work it in the studio, as you see here in front of the TV screen, and out in nature, standing in this bush. She is in the bush. There are insects, there are bugs, there are probably tigers hiding somewhere, and she still looks high fashion.
Absolutely. I mean, she's just top model quality.
Maria Elena Kiriakou, congratulations. You are still in the race to become Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. Now, the winner of our wild card round is a woman who is in it to win it. She is not just a model, she's also a favorite to win Eurovision 2015. Yes, it is Estonia's Alina Born, and she has been reborn in the search for Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015. I'm loving the symmetry of her face. You could take a line straight down and you'd have a Western Hemisphere, you'd have an Eastern Hemisphere. I'd be all over that globe, let me tell you. I love how she works black and white monochrome realness in her press photos. Angus, are you surprised by this result or are you thrilled?
Absolutely thrilled. I mean, I think she has the best volume in her hair in the competition, and that kind of sets the tone for her in this. She has such strong basic hairography, which so few girls get this competition. And also, I like the 60s vibe. She's not afraid to go retro, but unlike Bianca, she isn't trapped in it. So it's 60s, but she's also rooted in 2015.
Absolutely. If you kind of had her standing on a timeline from 1960 to 2015, well, first of all, I hope she wouldn't be wearing a skirt, but you would see she really would span time. She would cross all these decades, all these styles. She's the total package to me. We met her in Estonia and she was lovely. Her success has not gone to her head. You know, she earned 252 votes of the 1,800 in this wildcard round. This is a clear victory. Only she and Greece's Maria Elena managed to get more than 200. I think the two best ladies have really gone through. They've persevered after being cast out. They faced the shadow. They didn't deny what they needed to work on, and they're back.
Absolutely. And I'd just say to the ladies who are still in the competition, be afraid. These bitches don't play.
They don't play, and neither do we. The finals of Eurovision's Next Top Model 2015 resume this evening, Sunday, May 10. You need to log on, look at the ladies, and you need to vote. Remember, there is a lot on the line. We are looking for an international superstar who can succeed after the Eurovision glory fades, and if you don't cast your vote, we will not know who the right woman is. Angus, thank you for your help in this judging process. I know it's not always been easy. You've done a fantastic job. And now we turn power to the people. We will be back with the winner of Eurovision